Hey you folks, Quilly18 here, and welcome to a new Let's Play of RimWorld. We are now in Alpha 9, and I'm really excited to try out all the changes in the game. Now, a couple of things. The last Let's Play, we did successfully launch a spaceship from the colony, which was pretty cool. I think we had, 11 or 12 people in all in a colony. Not the largest colony in the world, but I considered it a pretty big success. It was my first really successful colony, and I just like to see it come to the end, especially knowing that Alpha 9 was coming out any second, and we'd have to change our colony. So that was really good. In last time we played, we were using mods, and some of them are good for improving the UI, and some of them change the gameplay. Now, I feel that the mod did do a pretty good job of actually making the game slightly easier by introducing some new weapons and armor, especially quite early on. So not only are we not playing with those mods this time around, just because they haven't been updated to Alpha 9, but Alpha 9 feels like it's going to be a fair bit more difficult on top of that. So, expect us to return to failure. Once the UI mods get updated for Alpha 9, I will probably reintroduce them, so look for those in a few episodes, but certainly none of the gameplay changers. So, for now, let's go ahead and create a new world in Alpha 9. By the way, if you check the link down below, there'll be a link to my video where I look at the patch notes for the game. So, if you're curious about what's new in Alpha 9, well, you can read those, or we can just watch. So here's our planet. I'm really tempted this time to actually go back to making a super frigid area. It is going to be tough. You know, the farming, we went in the desert last time, which meant we had year-round farming, which was pretty good. I don't think I'm going to go into, like, the super tundra. I mean, well, I guess I can't go anywhere from here. I can look, but let's go and make a new colony. We're going to stay on Cassandra Classic. Part of me might still want to go to Phoebe Base Builder at some point. I'm definitely going to avoid Randy Random for quite some time. We'll do Cassandra Classic. I'll keep it on Challenge, which is the difficulty that we've been playing on so far. And, what world did we just generate? This one here! Atik 12. Atik 12 is our world. So, yeah, I want a little bit of temperature variation. This is another mountainous terrain, and I mean, if you really want a challenge, go for flatland, because then you don't have any mountains to dig in. I will continue to go back into the mountainous terrain. There's small hills, large hills. Where were the mountains? Right here. Temperate forest mountains, growing period from April to September. So it's not devastatingly cold, but there will be a winter to deal with. We will have the advantage being in a mountain. So I think that's going to be pretty good. We could go into advanced mode or different things like that, but I'll go ahead and just select the site and hope that it's good. Okay. Let's take a look at our people. Iron Will is really good. On the other hand, Pessimist is really... Well, as it turns out, our net effect between Pessimist and Iron Will is that we do have 2 points extra leeway before you over here snaps. Heat Tolerant is going to be better. Oh! This has been renamed, I think. I think it used to be, this used to be Cool Skinned. And I think Heat Tolerant is maybe a better and clearer way. Oh, you can see here the changes to the age system. Yu's biological age is 27, but he's actually 109 years old chronologically because he spent a lot of time in crypto sleep. So this is someone who's good at building, growing, and mining. And that's fine. So I try not to fine-tune my starting colonist too much. Certainly, if I'm missing a skill, I will work on that. So Yu is not great, but is potentially acceptable. Yu the Settler. Let's check out Ram, the Joy Wirer, who, wow, incapable of dumb labor. I don't think I want anyone who can't dumb labor to start off with, because that means they can't haul and they can't clean. This person also can't cut plants. Okay, can't research. Why? Because of Scout? Wow, a lot of things we can't do. You do have a passion for cooking, which is good, but the problem is you're very neurotic. The global work speed is good, but that mental break threshold is bad. Lazy is bad. Abrasive. No, you will not make it. You are also 71 years old. Holy crap. Like, biologically 71. You will not do. All right. Wilkins over here is 38. Cave World Tunneler. Can't research or craft. It's a +3 to research. Well, that's really annoying. Really good at mining. Psychically deaf is actually really handy. Teetotaler, won't drink booze. Probably will re-roll you, but let's go and check out Grant to start off with. Yeah, see, we need a researcher. Right now we'd have 2 pro miners, which actually would be pretty handy because we are going to be in the mountains. Cold tolerant, which is fine. Well, between the 2 of them, so by being heat tolerant, the minimum comfortable temperature, so you over here can't handle the cold as much, but is great in the heat. And nudist? Oh my god, Grant enjoys the feeling of freedom that comes with being nude. He can handle clothing, but will be happier without it. I wonder if he gets a negative buff for having clothing on, or if it's just that if Grant is running around with no pants, he'll get a positive buff. Shit, now I've got to take Grant. I can't not take Grant at this point. Psychically sensitive. God, that sucks. He's cold tolerant, which is good, because he's going to be running around with no pants on most of the game. Because I think they freak out about being nude when they have no pants. They can have jackets on, hats on, that is fine, but I think it's the pants that triggers it. So you might still be able to wear a parka and get the buff. Damn it, we've got to take it. Look, his last name is Stifler. What the we might have to change his nickname. This is the one that's displayed all the time. Alright. Stifler. There we go. So we're going to randomize Wilkins over here because we need someone with a research skill. Now, both these guys can research, but they're pretty terrible at it. So, no. High social is really useful. We only have a couple of 3s. This gives us someone who can trade, which is really nice. We also have no one who's particularly good at shooting, but maybe we can make do with that. Can't violent, so can't fight at all. And you're a slowpoke? No. Sorry. You can do everything, which is good, but you are a slowpoke again, which is bad. Steadfast is pretty handy, though. I will give you that. You're pretty good at research, a great medical doctor. Your social sucks, but you actually have a burning passion for it, which means you might actually get decent at it. And you can do everything, which is good. Again, we have no one who's particularly good at guns, but everyone can gun. You're 38. You can art as well. I think we're gonna take this. We're not gonna min max too much. So we're gonna have, you know what? I'm gonna have a boy named Sue. Oh, I can't name you. All right. Because I don't want to say you all the time. This is gonna be Sue, and the trick will be to remember that Sue is male. Sue is a boy named Sue, which is a country western song. We've got Henriette, and we've got Stifler. This is not. God damn, this is going to be an effed up colony to start off with. What could possibly go wrong? But there you go. At some point, we might get the mod back in. I mean, obviously not in this game, but maybe for the follow-up game in Alpha 9 when this colony is destroyed disastrously. We will reintroduce the mod that lets us build our embarkation. All right, the 3 of you awaken your crypto sleep sarcophagi to the sound of sirens and ripping metal. You barely get to the escape pods before the ship is torn apart. Sometime later, you land on this unknown RimWorld. As pieces of the shredded starship fall around you, you start to make plans to survive. And drop pod, like, hit a building is what it looks like over here. Whoa, did it change the middle mouse scrolling? It feels faster than it used to. I don't know. All right, let's go ahead and unforbid some stuff. We don't have to start off by unforbidding the silver. It'd save some time hauling, but definitely the meals and the medicine, just in case. And then we're going to equip people with weapons. So everyone's kind of equally sucky at everything, so it doesn't really matter. Why are you called Norm? Oh, it's normal quality weapon. You're called Norm. That's Sue. And then the pistol over there. And that's some steel slag. Alright, let's zoom out and take a look at our area. Actually, is it just me, or does it feel kind of similarly shaped to our last colony? I think it does. Now, what's interesting about this is this actually a room. It's a granite wall. Ooh, they changed the look of the buttons. Very sexy. If we claim this area and then just deconstruct this, I wonder if this is going to be a big empty room, which could potentially save us a lot of production time. What do we have over here? We have, oh, we need, how many metal chunks do we have? Lots of steel chunks. Good, 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 good. I will go ahead and start right away. Tell you what, I'm going to put down the orbital trade beacon here. Make sure there's room to walk around it. And then, wow, these new buttons look great. And then drop a stockpile. I'll have to resize it slightly here. Oh, a little preview of the size of the area. That's gorgeous. Whoa. Kind of unselected things. There we go. Something like that. And then for clip cone beacon. Oh yeah, I'm lopsided. It's okay. We'll fix it soon. Open info card. What? Detail. Oh, yeah, yeah. We can open an info card. Boom. Thank you very much, tutorial. Yay, we're going to get rid of that. It is like an entirely new install, so we'll probably get a bit more of that. So I want to see what's over here. Susie, what? As Sue draws near the ancient structure, a sense of foreboding overcomes him. He isn't sure why, but he feels this dusty structure may contain a great danger. Ah, so that's probably a bunch of crypto sleep caskets in there. Do we have... Is that the same Steam guys, or is that like our normal geothermal vents? It is. Did they fucking aggro right away? Wait, they were not kidding around. Oh! What the hell? I thought, like, when I read the warning, when I read the patch notes, I was like, yeah, they're letting us know when there's crypto sleep caskets and that they're dangerous. That's great. And they said something about the fenders. I didn't realize that meant that we'd be full of mechanoids. Well, listen, folks. Unfortunately, we won't get to see the adventures of Stifler, Stu, and Henriette. Okay, I'm so happy we discovered this in this game, like, right away. And I didn't go, like, 3 episodes into a game and, like, oh, I don't know, let's poke through the sculpture here, that's the structure here, and figure out what's happening. Oh, Lord. Come on, just go ahead and finish them. How do we get there? Oh, I can't increase the speed because we're in combat. Oh, this is fantastic. Here, you guys. Go in combat. Walk over here. Walk to your death. Life's not worth living. Oh. It's taking them a long time to get killed. Oh, they're concerned with blowing up the walls. There we go. We'll let them kill Harriet. Has the health screen changed at all? Looks pretty samey, I think. Hey, everyone is dead. So we should get a pop-up that we have no more colonists. Oh, no, Sue's not actually dead yet. I like how these things are just, like, smashing the crap out of everything. Alright, so, let's go back to the main menu. New colony! Well, that was a really short Let's Play. I hope everyone enjoyed it. Now we're gonna dive right back into our world. Okay, let's go to the other side of the world. Flat, large hills, small hills. And I'm gonna try to find a mountain place. We're here, we're quite cold. Growing period is only June, July. No, that's too much. June, July here too, really? I mean, I'm still in the frost growing period, never. Okay. There we go. Whoops. Mountains, April to September. Slightly warmer than the last start, but relatively similar. Suck the sight. Debbie Wang? She a nudist? That would be great. Permanent mood effect, plus 14. She is a slowpoke. Can't research, is not particularly great at anything, but sanguine is such a good trait at avoiding any sort of freakouts. It might be worth doing that. She's actually decent at construction, and has a passion for growing, and slightly faster at mining too. You know what? I think Debbie Wang, you're a great pick. You are 43, shouldn't have any health effects whatsoever, so you should be okay. We have a 19-year-old here, Patty, who is a pro at growing, and is a nudist. What the hell was it with these nudists? Chemical interests. Unusual interest in chemical source of enjoyment. She will consume more of them and is more likely to go on binges. I might have to re-roll this just for the rolls. We'll see. We've got Vass Amerk here, who's a great shooter, which is good. But there's a lot of stuff you can't do. You can haul, though. And you're good at construction. You don't drink. You're a jogger, so you get extra speed. Oh, no. Voss is going to be fantastic as a 25-year-old. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of active stuff he can't do, but he can still do construction. He can technically even research. Passion for mining is really good. The shooting, and he can still haul, which means he'll always be useful. As vat-grown assassin and mercenary. So what we don't have a particularly good researcher. or a particularly good doctor. I think I'm going to reroll Patty over here. That growing, though, we might be okay. I mean, I would like a very high social, very high doctor. We might find one at some point, but it'll help. If we have a high social especially, it'll help us recruit more people. Damn. Fast walker, psychically dull. So you get less annoying psychic stuff. Fast walker is really good. So you can't research, and you can't art. You doubly can't research. They're stacked. That growing, though, which will be really good for our food. Oh, my God. You're 52. I really want someone with high social. Cold lover. Cannibal. So he can eat human meat, and it doesn't bother him. He can do everything, and he's decent at crafting. I'm not convinced that he's super good. I don't want to keep rerolling forever. And I really was just looking for someone who's slightly more social. That'll make it easier to recruit people. He'll be slow in other things, but he can do everything, which is important. We don't have a pro grower, although Debbie Wang is really good at it. Is pretty good at it and has the passion for it. So she'll probably skill up there. He can actually research. He's got a tiny bit of passion for it. I think this will work. So we're going to have Wang, the female, 43. Gallegos, the male, 32, and Voss, the male, 25. Not the best looking crew, but then again, you know, as long as we don't go opening any ancient frickin' tombs, you know, when we get a big warning about, hey, we got a bad feeling about this, maybe we shouldn't do this. There we go. All right, let's give a quick pause again. We will unforbid the medical stuff, the food packets, any steel that's around, and any wood that's around. I'll leave the silver as is for now so we don't haul it. We'll equip some guns. Who is it? No. It's Voss is my mercenary. Did you show up nude? Very low expectations. Place is poverty-stricken. I better steal myself to survive. Oh, so if you have a shitty colony, they actually get a little bit of a buff to help out, which is good. Also, it looks like there's 2 bars over here. Soft mental break threshold and hard mental break. I'm thinking the hard break is you absolutely do flip out no matter what. I think at soft, I'm betting there's like a chance per tick or something like that. Anyway, you're the one with the great shooting skills. We're going to go ahead and equip you with the rifle. You have a... you have a shooting skill of 6. I didn't realize I have 2 great shooters. And then Wang is not a particularly good shooter. Although you're fine. You're going to go ahead and equip the knife. It's plasteel at that, which is pretty nice. We have a steam geyser right here, which is good. Right next to the mountains. We don't have the same sort of, like, crazy defensive structure as last time. Although, geyser, big open area. Wall this off. Set this up as a kill zone. Dig directly into mountains over here. Try to get everything indoors. Then we'll have 2 geysers within our initial walled in area, which is particularly good. One of the first things we'll probably research is geothermal power because it's so very, very good. I think that's probably what we're going to look at. I think that's really good. So let's go ahead and, again, let's set up our orbital trade beacon quite early on, sort of in the back over here, where hopefully it won't cause too many problems, like that. I'll go ahead and drag out a big stockpile zone, and then we'll trim it once the orbital beacon gets dropped. I mean, maybe we don't need the beacon right away, but honestly, the earlier I put it down, the better I'll feel about my placement. We got a little bit of silver in the walls here, and oh, that's steel. I didn't realize that. It didn't quite look like steel, but we can start mining out. And certainly, I think what we want to do is we do want to start. I love the fact that it's got these numbers now. We'll dig out a hallway that way, and probably get started on our base. Go like that, and then maybe go over to the right. That'll be fine. We want to set up some growing zones right away. I guess I can unpause at this point, and that'll be okay. They can start doing a little bit of work. I'm going to go and set up a growing zone. Oh, right, that's a little bit wonky there. 6x6. And another 6x6. We'll get a little bit of variety. Potato plants at 1, and we'll do corn plants at the other. Yes, I will want to do some of the other resources, but it doesn't have to start with that. And build a room. We'll get there soon. I will, just for the sake of argument, I'm going to go ahead and put some sleeping spots right away. just to make sure I don't forget it if people do want to sleep, but obviously we're going to have to go and make a proper bedroom relatively soon. I can also drop a little bit of a mining command right over there. I don't think I'm going to mess around with the priorities quite yet. They're more or less going to be doing the right thing at this time, and it's not too much of a concern. What I could do, I was going to say turn off mining for the one who's not as good at mining. That is already done. The hunting here, Gallegos. Gallegos, I think, has the weapon. Yeah. And then, of course, Voss. Wang has the melee weapon and is not set up to hunt, so having both these guys there is fine because they're both relatively competent at hunting. And what I think I might do, actually, just to get a nice kickstart, is we'll... hold on. No. We're going to... Oh, I can't just cancel that way? Or that way? I cancel that hunt, actually, because we don't have a butcher's table or anything set up. So we don't need to do that. I could very quickly harvest any plants that are here. That's probably a good idea. We're going to harvest some plants just to try to pick some berries, and we'll let them regrow and have them there. I mean, we've got food for now, which is good. Mining. So one person is not mining, so they should mostly be hauling. That'll be Gallegos. And we're actually going to make that like a priority 1 job to keep that going here. And if we've got any research to do, Voss, do it. We'll put hunting, actually. If I do want any hunting, I want it done right away. All right, we'll do something like that. So that got built right away. So now that we've got that, I can go and... Oh, what do I want? I guess I want the D-zone tool. I think goes to here. No, what? I just want to delete part of it. Oh, God, that's so annoying. I'm sure there's a way to do this. Oh my God, there's a button? Was that always there? Or is that new? You click on the trade button, the beacon, and you hit create stockpile? That's freaking amazing. If that has always been there, I'm going to go and want to kill myself now. Holy crap, that's a beautiful thing. We get a perfectly shaped stockpile for this orbital beacon. Good. I mean, I don't have my trade potential yet, but that's one of the things I'm going to prioritize setting up relatively soon. Wang is our primary grower, which is good since you're not mining. Actually, the only person with it turned on, which is okay. I'm actually going to make that as a top priority thing. If there's any growing to do, you're going to focus on that, please and thank you. What are you going to do now? You're mining. I thought... Oh, you do have mining turned on. No, okay, that's fine. So you'll grow first if there's any growing to do. Why aren't you... Growing is top priority. It doesn't look like everything is planted over here, Madame Wang. Why are you mining over here? I'm confused. Sanguine. Oh, God, that's going to be so good. That is going to be so good. So the problem with mining and starting out having everything indoors is the fact that it does take a lot longer to get set up, unfortunately. Right, well, I do like building a lot of buildings outside early on, but not really going to be as much of an option. It might be a good idea to get some trees cut down, get a bunch of wood so that we can start using that for things. Certainly we're going to want more of it. Let's see here. So, I'm not going to want to build rooms until I've got all the steel marked. That's going to be for sure. Let's go ahead and kick the speed up. Are you wearing anything? Like, it looks like this guy's naked. He's got pants on, but no shirt, so he's not feeling the nudity. We don't have any nudists anymore, do we? No. No nudists at all. What do we have here? Compacted plasteel. We're going to have plasteel right away. So what I'm not going to do is mine out this room. I mean, if we got close, we might discover that it's, you know, actually fine, but I'm not going to rush into doing that. That was a really good experiment. I guess we have gotten started here, which is good. I think I like the layout of the colony. Like, I like this area. I like the idea of walling this off, especially here. We can go ahead and just claim that area. And ooh, one of the things I'll do is I'm just going to home zone this area here. If there's any fire in this area, this will ultimately be our home area. I mean, I know that's a lot of territory to sort of babysit and potentially clean right now, but I'll feel pretty good about that. I'll go ahead and unforbid the silver, even though it means kind of hauling something that may not be totally critical at this time. But that's okay. They're eating meals over here. What do we have here? Limestone. All right, and yeah, more geysers if we potentially want to do something. Anything I need to unforbid around the map? Oh, tons more steel. I mean, it's hard to see from that zoomed out. Maybe I should have moved in a little bit more. This is going to keep our hauler busy, potentially for too long. Especially the silver, which is a lower priority. More meals over here. Good God, they set us up with a lot. There's also a lot of possibility for hunting in this game, which will be helpful during the winter months. Anyway, all right, we're going to wrap up this episode. Thank you very much for watching this new episode of RimWorld, and with a new series, it is, of course, doubly important that you get likes, comments, favorites, shares, all that kind of stuff is super, super important on the first series. So if you do like it, please consider doing a little bit of that, and I will see you guys next time.